Hello all, welcome to Indian Polity Lecture Series. This is the first lecture. In this one, we'll be discussing the types of majorities which are mentioned in Indian Constitution. So the first one is simple majority. Simple majority is nothing but more than 50% of the members present and voting in House. For example, if the strength of the House is 543, but the members present are 500, let's say 50 abstain from voting on certain bill, or let's say a resolution. So the remaining ones who are actually present and voting will be considered. So it will be 450. Half of 450 will be 225. 225 plus 1 is 226. This 226 is nothing but simple majority. So let's see where simple majority is required. Simple majority is required to pass money bill, financial bill, ordinary bills. To adjournment motion, no conference motion. So all these things will be discussed in a chapter called Parliament. So let's remember these facts where simple majority is used. To declare a financial emergency. Even this one will be discussed in a chapter called Emergency. To declare a financial emergency, state emergency, which is also called as failure of constitutional machinery. To elect speaker and deputy speaker. State legislature's approval under Article 368, which needs ratification. So we'll be discussing this in detail in further slides. So this is simple majority. These are some facts you have to remember where simple majority is used. So the next one is effective majority. Effective majority is more than 50% of the effective strength of the House. Effective strength is nothing but total strength minus vacant seats. So, for example, in Rajya Sabha we have 245 members, 245 as a strength, but 15 are vacant. So 230 will be effective majority. Half of 230 will be 115 plus 1, which is 116, is effective majority. Effective majority is mentioned under two articles of the Constitution. In 67 clause B, where it talks about the resolution for seeking removal of vice president. So the resolution must arise from Council of States. Why? Because the vice president, he sits in the Council of States. So other instance is in the removal of speaker and deputy speaker. Like the vice president, speaker and deputy speaker will be the presiding officer. Speaker is the presiding officer of Lok Sabha. So the resolution seeking for the removal of speaker will rise from Lok Sabha. And removal of state legislative assemblies. He's talking about the removal of speakers of state legislative assemblies. So effective majority is mentioned under two articles. Next one, special majority. Special majority, the mention of special majority is under three articles. Let's discuss each and everything. So Article 368, it has two sets. So the first one, under Article 249, power of Parliament to legislate with respect to a matter in the state list in the national interest. So in 7th schedule, powers of state, union and concurrent list are mentioned. If a union or the Parliament wants to make a law in state list, then resolution of Council of States is must. What is that? Let's see how the resolution is passed. 2/3 majority present and voting. So this is a special majority will be required for the passage of resolution by Council of States. For what? To make a law on state list. Here it is. So such a law will be valid for 1 year. It can be extended any number of times. So the next one, special majority under Article 368. So it says majority of 2/3 members present and voting must be supported by more than 50% of the total strength of the House. We have taken Rajya Sabha as an example here. 250 will be the total membership. 167 is 2/3 members. 2/3 members must be present. That is 167 members must be present, and it must be supported by more than 50% of the House. So 125 is 50% of 250, and 125 plus 1 is 126. It says more than 50%. So this is special majority under Article 368. Where special majority is used? Let's see. First one is, of course, Constitutional Amendment Bill. Second one is removal of judges of Supreme Court and High Court. Then again, Comptroller and Auditor General, and also Chief Election Commissioner. Fourth one, the approval of national emergency in both the houses. It must be supported by special majority. Fifth one, it's mentioned in Article 169. Resolution for the by the state legislative assemblies for the creation, abolition of state legislative councils. So, if the states want to create legislative councils, what are legislative councils? It's just like the House of Elders, like we have in Parliament, which is it is equivalent to Rajya Sabha in states. In presently, out of 28 states, we have 6 legislative councils. Those are AP, Karnataka, Telangana, Maharashtra, Bihar, and then again we have UP. There are 6 states which have state legislative councils. So if states want to abolish or create legislative councils, it must be passed with special majority in state legislative assemblies, then again by simple majority in parliament. Next one is special majority mentioned under Article 368, but it must be ratified by states. So let's see what are those amendments. So those amendments which will affect the federalism, like the position of High Court judges. So the government in India's first term, they have passed an act which had led to the formation of NJSC. NJSC is nothing but National Judicial Appointment Commission. So what this NJSC will do? The NJSC will appoint judges. So out of 29 states, 15 legislatures have ratified, but NJSC has been declared unconstitutional by Supreme Court. Why it was declared unconstitutional? Because Supreme Court has said it will undermine the independence of judiciary. So let's see special majority under Article 361. So 61, it talks about the removal of president. So the word removal was not mentioned. The word impeachment was mentioned in case of president. What are the grounds for removal of president? Violation of Constitution. So let's see how the president will be removed. So the president, first he must be given in the house 14 days notice must be given by 1/4 of majority. 1/4 is nothing but the 20% of the total membership of the house. Then again 2/3 members of the house must pass that resolution. Then the president will be impeached. Till now, no president has been impeached. Let's see what is absolute majority. How the governments are formed. Governments are formed through absolute majority. What is this absolute majority? Which is more than 50%, which is called as magic figure also in Lok Sabha. Of course, we need MPs in Lok Sabha to form the government. Half of 243 will be 272. More than 270, more than 50%, that is 272. So let's see how the government was formed. BJP has won 240, and then again TDP has formed 16, 12, JDU, Janasena Party 2, and Jan Shakti, which is Chirag Paswan's party. So total they have 275 MPs, hence the government was formed. So this is the end of the video. I will share all these notes in my Telegram channel. So if you want to join, I'll mention Telegram link in the description. Thank you all.